Greetings, welcome back to PinkOddBird. Today we are going to carry on with trying to change the theme of these two journals that I have. In the last video we got all of our anything that was sort of Christmassy related out of the book, and then we started adding in elements that are going to go with the new theme. As you can see here, we added this page into the book last time we were here, and we covered up something that was a little bit more on the Christmassy side. So we're going to carry on with doing that today, and actually I think this is the page that I want to start on, so let's go ahead and get started. So I think I want to cover up this image here, and to do that I have my punch. This one it's a 3 or 4 inch punch, I believe. I think it's 3.5 inches maybe. So I'm going to take my little piece of paper here, and I'm going to first punch out one of these, and I might do 2 because there may be one in the other book as well. And if there isn't, that's okay, we can still use it. Oh, I need this still. And then I'm going to take a piece of, I guess a piece of cardstock here, and punch out 2 of these. And this is going to be our backing. It's going to give us something that's a little bit more sturdy, more stability. All right, so we got 2 and 2. Very good. Then I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to do one at a time because I'm going to need time for these. And I'm just going to start at the center and let my glue go outward. And then on these, I for sure want to make sure I get all the way over to the edge because I'm not going to stitch on these. Remember, every little thing that we add to the books at this point is going to be adding bulk. And I don't want to add too much more bulk to the book. So I'm going to refrain from stitching on this. I'm going to pop this over like so and burnish. I hope this is not in the way. There we go. And this one as well. Perfect. Now I'm going to distress these a little bit. I think I'm going to use the black soot actually, just because I think there's a lot of black on this page, so kind of want it to like fall in with that. Okay. Same thing on this one. Just like fade it in, just like your contour. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the book, and for this one, that is great because it still has that little faint outline, because this is probably just a tinge bigger than what my punch is, so that's fine. And I want to, this is going to be so simple, I'm just going to put maybe like a 1/4 size glue in the center. And pop this down. And I want to hold this in place because I want to make sure it doesn't move. So I'm going to hold it here for a couple seconds. And I'm choosing to do it this way instead of creating like a fat belly band, which can also be done. I'm trying to still play with what's already here on the page. So that gives us like that nice shadowing, you know, effect behind it. You can still see a little bit of the red, which is okay because that's one of the color tones of the books. So, you know, I'm okay with how this is. So that's that, and we'll come back to that. Let me take a look in the other book and see if we can add that same piece in. I think I am going to get rid of this. Okay, I don't think this book has like that same kind of circle image, and it's, well, actually that doesn't look so bad. It doesn't look so bad, actually. I'm just not sure. I like it because it looks kind of like the roots. Ooh, that actually looks pretty cool. It looks like the roots of the tree are coming out of the circle. And I'm not mad at that. I kind of like the way that looks. So I think that's what we're going to do for this one. I really like the way that looks, like it's coming out of the sphere, like the roots of it is really neat. That was a good. All right, so I'm going to pop this in here. And I just did the same thing for the quarter size, about a quarter size of glue. And you'll see why I did that way. Now, I think also, what I think I'm going to do next is start to prepare some of these other pieces of ephemera. I guess you guys don't really probably have to see this whole like segment, but it's kind of the same idea as like when I did these. We've already backed them on cardstocks. So I do need to still get these stitched down. So I'm just going to carry on with getting these pieces of ephemera backed, and then we'll go from there. Oh, by the way, it was my birthday recently, and old Priscilla at Release the Craftin' sent me, because I think in my last video, my little glue stick ran out. So Priscilla sent me the extra large. Like, look at this glue. We all know what this glue is like. Look at this glue stick. It's the Mondo Rondo. So I got this for my birthday as a gift from Priscilla. Thank you, Priscilla. But haha, it's actually going to be really great on these jumbo tags of yours. So I'm going to go ahead and start backing this ephemera, and I will get back to you guys shortly. Okay, now I'm going to get these pieces that I've just glued cut down just like this. Okay, so now that I got those cut down, I'm going to just take these little edges off of the big tags. I also saved these little cutoffs from when I matted the images. I saved these little offcuts. We are going to use those. We're trying to reduce as much scrap as we can. And that's pretty good paper to just let go in the trash. So after I get these cut down, I'm going to take them over to my machine, give them a stitch, and we'll be right back. Okay, friends, so I have all my pieces stitched on down. Now I'm going to punch out these little tags really quick. All right, let's run through this one. So, okay, let me think. I think pop one of these in there. So I think I'm going to cover up this little Jesus. So for that, I think I'm going to just maybe use like one of these as a pocket. And then we'll move this perhaps. I think I like it like that better. Yes. So let's get that one glued down as a pocket. There we go. Should be good with that. All right. Does it fit here? I think so. Yes. Perfect. All right, so now we have a little pocket here. This kind of matches with this a little bit, so maybe we can see if this will fit here. Yes, it does. I'm really happy that there are not so many pages that need to be covered up. I'm real happy about that because it really is going to reduce the bulk of the book and still allow for it to be filled up when it gets a new home. So I'm excited about that. I think with this one, maybe we can make a big pocket on the front, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Should we do that? Let me hold off for a second. Let's get some more of the tags added in and then we'll see. Because we still have more to add. We could add it here. That actually looks really nice. We do need to get this Santa covered also. All right, we have this piece here, and I think this little piece would go nicely, so we'll add this tag right here. Okay, I think we're gonna get rid of this one because it's too Christmas-like. I missed that one before, so we'll take that one out. All right, I think I'm going to add this little piece here as a pocket. Here. Like so. Okay, so here, I think I'll add one of these big tags here. And then I've got one more. I'm going to take this off, and we'll put this one here. And I just saw a pocket somewhere. Where did it go? Here. We'll add this little envelope here. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. So I have this one last little tag here, so I think we will add this one to cover up this little Santa. Like that. Okay. So this one here is done. I am going to fill up the second book the same way, and then I will meet you guys back. All right, friends, so we have added all of those pieces of ephemera into the books. Now, I was gonna see if I could print out some other things to add into the books, but I was like, pause, pause. So I went into my scrap box and I pulled out some scrappy pieces that will fit with the theme. And so I want to try and run through these and see where maybe they can go into the books before I print out anything else. So I'm just going to run through and see where I might want to add some of these little scrap pieces to the book. Okay, so for example here I have this offcut. So I think what I might do is I'm going to trim this down. And I want to distress it so that it blends in a little bit. Well, I'm going to do the edges first because I'm going to use a punch for this just to give it a little bit more. And actually I might do it on this side. I might do it on this side. I like it on this side, but I feel like I want to add something here also. Let me see what I've got. So I have these snake x-rays from Priscilla's the Shabby Creep kit. Maybe we could put that over there just like that. Okay, I'm going to glue this down first. I know I just squirreled from what I was doing, but sometimes you just gotta stop what you're doing and get it done before you forget the idea. Squirrel away from it. All right. There we go. And we'll add some, we could maybe add some little pieces to this later to make it look a little bit more, like layer it up a little bit with some stuff, so we can come back and check that out. And then on this side, I think I'm going to turn this piece into a belly band perhaps. So I'm going to punch this out. So that now, and I'm not going to fill every one of these up, because if I do, number one, it's going to eat up so much space in the book. Number two, not filling everything is going to let people know, like, oh, you can add something here, you can add something there. So that way it leaves space for somebody else to add their own things in. There we go. Now we have a belly band. Yay! Perfect. Okay. So that's that. So here, I might just pop one of these butterflies. Also, they kind of counter against the paper on the other side. So let's just take one of these out and see. All right, and now for this, I am going to take some of this vintage photo, and I want to dull this one down a little bit with the vintage photo. You know what, you guys? I haven't even set up my bird bar yet. I need to hurry up and do it, because spring's going to pass by and summer's going to pass by, and I'm going to be like, oh no, there's no birds by the time I get my bird bar. So I need to get the bird bar set back up again. I haven't even had a chance to do it, so that's on my to-do list, like ASAP. Now I think it adds a nice focal point there, and kind of diffuses that paper to the back a little bit. So it's very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, I like it. And we're not eating up, we're not adding too much. Like, I want to add more stuff, but I have to be very careful about what I'm adding, because, you know, it's gonna really, you know, it's gonna puff up right before my eyes, and then I'm gonna be like, no. So I wanted to stress this down a little bit, because the edge, I had left it white originally, thinking it could have been like snowy peaks, which it still could, but now I just want to diffuse it down a bit. Okay, perfect. All right. So here, I might just add a piece of this. Just like that. So let's trim it down. And I know I keep switching my ink things. I do have an extra dauber thing, but I'm just working with what I have out here right now. My crafting space is already getting crammed up. Also, I'm in the process of getting ready to start like reorganizing my garage. And guess what, you guys? Remember how I told you I thought that I bought one of those glass crafting mats? I did, and I found it. So yay. Now I can start using that like whenever I'm getting ready to do my mixed media and stuff like that. So I'm excited for that. It's amazing what you can find when you actually like know it's there. I think I have a bad habit of getting things and then I like almost hide them from myself, which is weird. Just like I know I have it, but why aren't I using it? It's weird. It's a weird thing. But now I want to use it. I'm excited to know that I have it. So I'm so looking forward to using it. Perfect. So now we cover up that piece at the top. So essentially what we're doing kind of also, you guys, is sort of like, I don't know if you've ever done an altered book. I have. But you just basically add your own like flair. And in this case, we're basically doing that, but changing the whole theme by altering what it previously was. And it's a little tricky because, you know, the book is already assembled, so it's like you can't really, this is not typically like how I create. Like I usually like to have my signatures loose while I'm still creating. But, you know, it's an experience, and we're just trying something different, I guess, you know? Sometimes that's just the way it is. Okay. On this one, I don't know if you guys remember, it was a row of stockings that I had stamped at the bottom, so I used this piece to cover that, so now it's a pocket. So I need to do something about this tag, though, because it's filled with Christmas stuff. So if I can't figure out a way to cover that, I might just take this one out, and actually I'm going to take it out. It's too Christmassy, so I'm just going to take that out. All right, this belly band, I think I need to do something here. So I think the first thing I want to do is distress it down a little bit. So I'm going to add my black soot to it. Make it darker. There we go. And I'm going to, I think, one sec. It's a little bit tricky because there's already punches, which literally only leaves me maybe like an inch worth of space. So I have this piece here. These were coffee stains, and I don't know what I was going to use them for, but I wanted to use them for something. So I think I'm just going to cut a little skinny strip here. Maybe something that looks like ½ an inch or so. And let's see. I think it just breaks it up a little bit. Where are my scissors? Everything's getting buried. And I want to put that above where the stitching is. So of course I want to pipe the edges down. And I'm just going to glue this straight down. I don't know if I'm going to keep the dog image in there. Actually, I think I'm going to take that one out. And I'm still debating on this reindeer image. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Should we leave the reindeer in or take it out? In or out on the reindeer? I can't decide. Okay, so we've got that, and then I'm going to take a look at some of my little things here that I could maybe add. Let's see. Since we've got green, maybe we can add like a butterfly like that. That's pretty. I think that's pretty. Okay. I'm gonna give this one a little bit of a distress also. And I'm just gonna put some glue on it. And we'll pop that one down. I need to make sure glue doesn't go through. Okay, there we go. Very good. I like that. Okay, perfect. Let's keep going. Also, this page edge is a little stark. Here, okay. All right, so I found this little piece. It's also coffee stained, and that's all right. But for this one, I think I'm just gonna turn it into a full pocket for this little piece. So it'll be like a double pocket little piece in the book. Here. Cool. So now that's also a pocket here, and then you have the pocket inside of here as well. Okay, what else? What else? What else can we do? I found this little piece that I had already decoupaged, and I think it kind of looks good. So I think I'm just going to cut it a little bit more like that. And of course, I'm going to distress it down a little bit. And we're going to turn that into a pocket. Right here. I like to burnish it, just it makes me feel more secure. Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby dabby dooby. Great. Okay, what else? Season's creepings. No. Now we can add this over and make it a pocket on this little side piece here. So let me go ahead and cut this one down. Okay, I already went ahead and I distressed it down. Now I'm just going to glue and turn it into a pocket. Great. Maybe add one of these like worms here. Or whatever this thing is. This weird bug. Like that. And then I'm going to distress, stress. I'm really happy. Like, I feel like this is turning out so good. It's starting to look so cohesive. I really am getting happy about this project, you know. I haven't answered all my comments from my previous video, but I think I saw someone on there, they're like, I don't know, April, I was a little skeptical, but it's turning out good. And in my head, I was like, I'm still skeptical. But, you know, I think it is turning out pretty good. I think that person was right. So thank you. I went on a vacation recently, and I went up to Washington, and I don't eat seafood, but we went to a place that was so good. It was a sushi place because I wanted to have some vegetarian sushi. Like, I love sushi as long as it doesn't have seafood in it. So we went to this place in Washington. It was so good. Oh my gosh, we got a sushi roll that was like cucumber and avocado, and it had like a green sauce on it. Fire. It was fire. And what else? We got the vegetable tempura, which was good also. And we also got tofu, and it was like in some kind of a brothy kind of a situation. That was really good. We also got, what else? We got, oh, we did get the chicken. It was some kind of a chicken. And I'm not exactly sure what it was called, but darn it, the chicken was so good. What else? The edamame, of course. I think I took pictures of everything. It was all so good. So if I can remember the name of the place, I will put it in my description box in case you guys want to check it out, because it was so good. So good. Okay, I just want to tear this down a bit. because I want to use it to cover up this kind of like snow house scenery. And let me see what's on this side. Oh, I think it might actually be better on this side. Okay, let me distress it. So I'm always going to be looking for delicious places that serve like sushi that's not really seafood. So if you guys live in an area where you have some very fire sushi that's not seafood, let me know in the comments so I can make a list. And if I ever travel into those areas, I have somewhere really tasty to go, because I'm excited for that. I am excited for that. Okay, let's pop some glue on the back of this one, and we're going to cover up the old Frosty. Should we use the Mondo Rondo? Oh my gosh, what do you guys think about this glue? Have you ever seen it? I think I'll put this glue on the outer edges, and we'll use the Mondo glue stick for the inner part. Save some of my wet glue. Really just want to make sure the edges stay all the way down. I guess this is kind of good for covering a freaking big landscape. Look at that. 2 little stripes and we're done. Ah, Priscilla, the old prankster. Great. Great, 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 great. Now Frosty is gone. We have something that's a little bit more foresty there, some plant imagery, which is very good. So since I'm going to be cleaning out my garage soon, I might be having like a de-stash sort of a situation. I know we used to do those live here on YouTube like a while back. Haven't done one in a long time, but I think we're going to have to bring it back because it's going to be a lot. All right, this is the bottom of Frosty's, so I don't know. It's not too bad, but this side, though, I think we need to get covered up with the sleigh and all that. So I think for this, I'm going to use one of those, where did I put it? One of these here. So let me cut it down. Okay, I'm going to go with this one here. And of course, I'm going to distress it a little. Get those edges. And we're just going to glue this one down just the same as the last. Looking so good. All right, I think we're good on that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. What else do we need to do here? Okay, we got something here that says something about Christmas. So this might be the last, maybe the last piece that we have to like kind of cover. So let's get it done. I will do the other one off the camera. I think we'll come back and do, I don't know, maybe like something kind of like finishing touches and see like what else we need to do to it in the next video. And then these might be done because like I said, they're 90% done. So I think the 10% is redoing them, right? So I think we're pretty good, but let me just find something to cover this. Like we've got this here. And I think that looks good actually. And I'm just gonna glue that straight down. I wanna do the edges on it though real quick. And I need to go buy, okay, so my phone wasn't charging and I got mad because I was like, I thought the cord is what was dying out. So I was like, ugh, okay. So I threw the cord away and I went and bought a new cord And guess what? It's still messing up. So I'm like, why is it still messing up? This is a brand new cord. So I don't know why I didn't do this first, because like process of elimination is like my job basically. However, I didn't do it. So I was like, well, maybe it's not the cord, maybe it's the little shindig that the cord, you know, the plug, the piece that, you know, the thing. So I'm like, maybe it's that. So I have another one of those. So I took the cord to that one that was already plugged into the wall, and guess what? It worked. So it wasn't the cord all along. It's the little piece. So I ordered a new one, and because I like to have two, because you never know. So I went and ordered another one, and now I got to go pick it up so I can charge my phone while I'm down here on the longer cord. It's easier for me when I'm crafting. So that's what I'm going to go do when I get off of here. All right, so it's looking really good. Really, really good. I am happy with the rest of this. We'll probably do something different to the front and back covers when we come back. Like I said, I might add this down here. I think that looks really nice there as like a front pocket. So I think we're going to be done with this one for today. I will do pretty much the same thing that I did in here to the other one off the camera. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and I don't know, keep coming back, because we're gonna continue working on this until they're done, and then I'll do a new flip through so that you can see everything cohesively, and they'll be available in my Etsy shop. All right, so I think that is gonna wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned, because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.